Water?
Water,
Yes, yes. Huh? Right. So you are from Al-Qahira?
From Al-Qahira, yes. This is my name.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
And I may add my phone numbers if you would like.
Yes, I want your phone number. Muhammad Al-Qadi. Please.
I come here just to salute you, dear brother, and to say Shakar Allahu lak. Not only us, but God. I have seen many of your tapes in Malawi. I had been ambassador to Malawi.
Right.
And my residents there, they said you went and visited the place.
Right.
Do you remember the residence of the Egyptian ambassador?
I remember something faintly. Yes, yes, in Malawi. Yes.
They told me,
yes, yes.
Mr. Ahmed Deedat came here.
Lilongwe, in Lilongwe.
Lilongwe.
Right. Yes.
So it is my pleasure and honor to come and see you as a brother in Islam and as a great da'iyah, alhamdulillah. If you give me your pen, I'll write down my phone number.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah?
Yes, my brother. And if you have fax number as well, if you can.
The same phone number of office is a fax number.
Oh, right.
I have seen at least 30 of your tapes.
Allahu Akbar.
And my children, they are grown up.
So you are more like my fan. They call fan, you know. This is your fan. Fan means a fanatic. You know that you. Yes.
لا تعصب في الإسلام, but you are my dear brother. جزاك الله خير الجزاء.
Now I'm so happy to meet you.
My pleasure.
But I want to give you some shocking news.
What?
The Plain Truth magazine, Christian magazine, Plain Truth. At one stage they were giving out 8 million a month free, 8 million. They stopped giving the figures now. But in that magazine, March, last month, no, month before, March, they say an Albanian Testament. The European Christian Mission completed the first translation of the entire Bible into the Albanian language. After the problem, you know, communism is finished, now the Christian got an opportunity. An Albanian New Testament has been available since the Marxist government collapsed in 1991. Immediately, they had the thing ready. At that time, an estimated 500,000 copies of the New Testament were distributed. 500,000. Gospel giveaway. The World Bible Society distributed about 618 million, not 6 million, not 618 million Bibles and Bible texts worldwide in 1992. This total included 16.8 million complete Bibles, 13.8 million New Testaments like Gospel of Matthew, Mark, Luke or John, 13.8 million. 48.3 million Gospels mean 1111. The New Testament was 48. The Gospels mean the books, Matthew, Mark, Luke or John, and 539 million selected Bible texts. The figures which do not include Bibles sold by publishers, people who print and sell them, they're not talking about that. This is only talking about this World Bible Society. They did this. Sold by publishers. Indicate only those biblical texts distributed by the World Bible Society. The number of complete Bible distributed was 7.9%, lower than the figure for the preceding year. However, there was a slight increase in 1.7% of the Gospel distributed. Now,
they are working hard everywhere.
Compared to them, what are we doing? Wallah, nothing. They are training missionaries.
No, alhamdulillah, al-khayru fiya wa fi ummati ila yawm al-qiyamah.
May Allah accept.
This is brother Ahmed Deedat. There are some brothers in the Gulf area, in Saudi Arabia. They are also, those people, they are doing a lot in Indonesia and the Far East.
The Christians.
Too much work, yes.
They are boasting that they converted more Pakistanis into Christianity since independence than in the previous 100 years of British rule. They are boasting that they have converted 5 million Bangladeshis into Christianity, almost all after independence, than in the previous 100 years of British rule.
Because they are needy people. You know something, I had been to Malawi as ambassador of Egypt, Egyptian ambassador. At the border there is a high road bordering the two countries,
Right.
Malawi and Mozambique.
Right.
60 kilometers are the border line.
Right.
There, people were fleeing from the conflict
right.
between Renamos and the government and so on.
Right.
The church, all churches of the world are represented in Malawi. The church are there to help, but they are helping those who testify to be Christians. As for Muslims, they say, being Christian first, we are going to give you food and help. So some of the businessmen, the well-off businessmen of Malawi, they were collecting money to help also and to somehow to compete and to prevent conversion of the needy people, the people in very bad needs, almost dying, hungry, barefooted, almost nothing. So they were receiving them, waiting for them at the border areas. That I saw myself.
No, they have every little advantage they can take.
Yes.
They're going to take.
They are always alerted.
They are alert. Long beforehand, you know.
Yeah.
But now, you see, we Muslims, we have failed. There's a war going on in Sudan between the Muslims and the enemies of the southern Sudanese. And in that battle, it is more like Islam and Christianity. The battle is between Islam and Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Sudan on a lecture tour. It took me 15 years to get a visa. I landed there, and before going, I learned the language of the Dinka. John Garang is a Dinka. That's his tribe, like Zulu, Xhosa. These are different tribes here. That Dinka, he is a Dinka, John Garang.
Yes, yes.
So I get 3 Bibles in the Dinka language from overseas. If I'm going, I said, now I want to be prepared. I want to talk to the Dinka in his language. That's my hobby.
You are very clever, alhamdulillah.
No, I mean, to me, it's just a natural thing. You know, if I can speak your language, I win your heart, then it's easier for me to communicate with you.
My language is yours.
I know, alhamdulillah. So now, I learned the language of the Dinka from the Bible. Then I land in Khartoum, Hilton Hotel, and I go to the reception. I said, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. I said, you know, I've been trying to learn your language. He's thinking Arabic, you see. I said, now listen. If I make a mistake, you must forgive me. So saying, I said, Apiata batin, we akilikith, apiati nunu quick tijal an, nasha jil, kedujil ashibu inunu quick, unala ikabatuch inunu quick. The man said, no, that's not our language. I said, I thought, it's the Sudanese language. He said, yeah, that's the language of the Dinka. There, that guy there, a porter. He said, he's a Dinka. So I go to the porter. I said, you know, I was trying to learn your language. You know, if I'm murdering your language, forgive me. But I want you to hear. So I repeated to him. He says, beautiful. Where did you learn this? I said, I learned it in my country. He can't believe it, that I am a non-Sudanese and all the way from South Africa, and I learned his language. So I'm asking him, I says, you know, you people, before the white man came, were you able to carve out of wood the shape of a man or an animal? I said, yes. Could you mold out of clay the shape of a man or a woman? I said, yes. I said, now this God of yours, what's his name, by the way? First I asked him, what's his name? He says, Nihalik. I said, did you